From Alaska, at least 2 homes crashing into floodwaters sparked by rapidly melting glaciers. Several other homes are now at serious risk.
This is a map of Alaska. This mesmerizing state has more coastline than the rest of the United States combined, measuring approximately 34,000 miles. Remarkably, Alaska is the only state in the U.S. where the sun doesn't set for a full 24 hours in some parts during the summer and doesn't rise for 24 hours in the winter. But that is not the only surprising thing about Alaska. Scientists continue to make shocking discoveries that they cannot explain. And well, things have just gotten crazier. What has recently emerged from this remote frontier has left even the most seasoned researchers in a state of shock. What secrets has Alaska, a land often considered the final frontier, revealed this time? Join us in this video to find out as we bring you what just emerged in Alaska that has shocked scientists. Alaska's landscape is covered in towering mountains, flowing rivers, and expansive glaciers. This rugged terrain offers some of the most breathtaking views in North America. This is a haven for adventurers and nature enthusiasts alike. The wilderness of Alaska is unspoiled, providing rich habitats for diverse wildlife. Recently, a remarkable discovery by scientists in this remote state has left the scientific world speechless. One of the most fascinating aspects of Alaska is its natural environment. The state is home to various animals that thrive in its harsh and varied conditions. The fauna is as diverse as its landscape, from the majestic moose roaming the forests to the powerful grizzly bears. Interestingly, Alaska is famous for what it does not have. There are no native species of snakes, lizards, or freshwater turtles. This absence is particularly appreciated by those who come from regions where venomous snakes are a common concern. The lack of these reptiles adds to the uniqueness of Alaska's ecosystem, making it a truly distinctive place in terms of its wildlife diversity. Alaska is also a haven for numerous bird species, including the iconic bald eagle, which can be seen soaring above the state's vast, pristine landscapes. The waters around Alaska teem with marine life, from the mighty humpback whales to the playful sea otters, offering a spectacular display of nature's splendor. The state's numerous rivers and lakes are also rich in salmon and trout, drawing anglers from around the world. Furthermore, Alaska's long, cold winters and brief summers create a unique environment where species have adapted in extraordinary ways to survive. The skies of Alaska have bald eagles which have impressive wingspans and keen eyesight. The fresh and marine waters are teeming with life, from the iconic salmon that swim upstream to spawn to the playful sea otters and formidable orcas. The Arctic regions of Alaska are home to the majestic polar bear, which has become a symbol of wildlife affected by climate change. Even the state's insect life is notable, with the enormous Alaskan mosquitoes becoming almost legendary in their size. These examples highlight the extraordinary adaptability and diversity of wildlife in Alaska, demonstrating how life in all its forms can flourish even in the most challenging environments. Alaska's history is deeply rooted in the journeys and lives of its first inhabitants. A significant part of this ancient past revolves around the Bering Strait land bridge. This now submerged bridge once connected Alaska to Asia, and it's believed to have been a critical passageway for the earliest people migrating to North America. About 20,000 years ago, during the last ice age, nomadic tribes were thought to have crossed this frozen expanse, marking the first human settlement on the continent. As the ice age ended and the waters rose, this land bridge disappeared, leaving a gap between the continents and isolating Alaska. Archaeological evidence, such as tools and artifacts found in various parts of the state, provides clues about these early inhabitants' lives and survival strategies. These tribes adapted to the harsh Arctic environment, developing unique ways to hunt, fish, and gather. Their legacy is seen in the rich traditions and practices of the indigenous peoples of Alaska today. Furthermore, the remnants of the Bering Land Bridge are thought to have contributed to the migration of animal species between the continents, contributing to the region's biodiversity. Archaeologists have made remarkable discoveries in this vast, untouched land that shed light on these early inhabitants. One notable find is at the Upward Sun River Archaeological Site in central Alaska. Here, scientists uncovered the grave of what are believed to be Paleo-Indians, dating back 11,500 years. This site revealed the remains of 3 infants, providing invaluable insights into the life and death of the earliest North Americans. The discovery of these ancient remains is extraordinary, offering a unique window into the past. It tells us about the burial practices and the significance of children in their society. Furthermore, the artifacts found alongside the remains, like tools and ornaments, help us understand their culture and daily life. Volcanoes are also an important part of Alaska's landscape. A striking example of this volcanic activity occurred on September 17, 2006, with the unexpected eruption of the Four-Peaked volcano. This event surprised Alaskans, as the volcano in south-central Alaska was previously thought to be dormant or even extinct. The eruption sent a cloud of ash into the sky, visible from Kodiak, Homer, and Anchorage. Alaska's position along the Pacific Ring of Fire, a major area in the basin of the Pacific Ocean where many earthquakes and volcanic eruptions occur, plays a significant role in its geological activity. This region is known for its chain of volcanoes, which includes over 130 active volcanoes. In 2013, scientists discovered 12 new volcanoes in Alaska's panhandle alone. The Ring of Fire's influence on Alaska's landscape is crucial, shaping its geological features and impacting its ecosystem and human activities. Beyond volcanoes, Alaska's vast and diverse landscape harbors many other mysteries. In June 2015, the residents of Fairbanks witnessed something utterly unusual: vampire fish, also known as lampreys, falling from the sky. These eel-like creatures, typically found in water, were mysteriously raining down people's lawns, roads, and nearby supermarkets. This strange event sparked curiosity and concern among the locals. The lampreys, known for their blood-sucking habits and unsettling appearance with rows of sharp teeth, seemed out of place in the urban settings of Fairbanks. Various theories emerged about their unexpected appearance, with some speculating that seagulls might have dropped them, while others thought extreme weather conditions could have played a role. The occurrence of these vampire fish raining from the sky was a bizarre spectacle and a reminder of Alaska's unique and often unpredictable natural world. The discovery of a slimy orange substance in a small Alaskan fishing village was equally confusing. This gooey material, initially believed to be millions of microscopic eggs or possibly toxic fungal spores, appeared along the coastline, shocking the inhabitants. The mysterious orange slime, which lasted a few days before disappearing, raised concerns and curiosity among the residents and scientists alike. This added to the intrigue of Alaska's vast wilderness, which remains largely unexplored and unexplained. The villagers, accustomed to the natural beauty and peace of their surroundings, found themselves unable to explain the sudden appearance of this strange substance. Scientists were called in to investigate, as it was unlike anything seen before in the region. The incident left a lasting impression on the community, serving as a reminder of the countless mysteries that Alaska's remote and wild landscape continues to hold. Continuing our journey through Alaska's extraordinary natural world, we encounter some unique wildlife phenomena that are intriguing and indicative of larger environmental changes. Among these are Alaska's giant mosquitoes, known locally as the state bird. Jokingly, these mosquitoes are notably larger than their counterparts in other regions due to their impressive size. The largest species, the snow mosquito, is about the size of a full-grown American honeybee. The presence of these oversized mosquitoes reflects the state's unique climatic conditions, particularly its long summer days, which contribute to their growth. Interestingly, their large size makes them more visible and easier to avoid. Despite their intimidating appearance, these giant mosquitoes play a role in the natural food chain, serving as a food source for birds and other wildlife. Their presence also highlights the adaptability of species to diverse and extreme environments. Another fascinating development in Alaska's wildlife is influenced by climate change: the emergence of the Pizzly or growler bear. This hybrid species results from polar bears and grizzly bears mating, a phenomenon becoming more common as climate change alters their habitats. These hybrid bears, with a mix of white and brown fur, are a direct consequence of the grizzly bears moving further north due to rising temperatures, leading to increased interactions with polar bears. Sightings of these unique hybrids have been noted more frequently in recent decades, reflecting the significant impact of environmental changes on wildlife behavior and migration patterns. There are up to 8 confirmed Pizzly bears across Alaska and Canada. Alaska's rich history is shaped by its natural phenomena and significant historical and archaeological discoveries. One such remarkable find was the cremated remains of a 3-year-old child, unearthed in 2011 at an archaeological site near the Tanana River. Dating back 11,000 years, this discovery is the oldest known human cremation in Arctic North America, offering valuable insights into the burial practices of ancient Alaskan societies. The remains were found in the remnants of an ancient house, specifically within a fire pit located in its center. This finding suggests that the child's cremation was a significant ritual, possibly marking the house's abandonment, as no other human traces were found at the site. This early example of cremation reveals the complex social and spiritual beliefs of the people who lived in Alaska thousands of years ago. Another intriguing historical tale is the survival story of the crew of the Russian ship Neva, which wrecked near Kruzov Island in 1983. Despite the harsh, uninhabitable conditions, the survivors managed to endure a whole month before being rescued. In 2015, archaeologists, using oral histories from local natives, located the wreck and uncovered artifacts like makeshift fishing hooks and a Russian axe, piecing together the crew's incredible survival tactics. These findings illustrated the resourcefulness and resilience of the crew as they adapted to their challenging environment. The wreck's discovery also sheds light on the interactions between the Russian explorers and the local native populations at that time. This archaeological effort shows the importance of preserving oral histories as a valuable tool for uncovering the past. The Neva Shipwreck is proof of human endurance and the important role of archaeological research in bridging historical narratives. Further going into the past, in 2006, an archaeological site in central Alaska revealed the burial of 2 Ice Age infants wrapped in red ochre along with weapons and artifacts. This site, which was accidentally discovered during a survey for a railroad project, was a significant find, dating back to around 11,500 years ago. The discovery of the infants, believed to be among the youngest Ice Age human remains found in North America, provides insights into the burial customs and social practices of early Arctic societies. The presence of weapons and artifacts in the burial suggests that these items held symbolic or ceremonial importance. The use of red ochre, a pigment often used in burials across many ancient cultures, indicates a complex and possibly spiritual dimension to their funeral practices. The discovery of the Helix fossil, or the buzzsaw shark, in 1986, has intrigued scientists and the public alike. This fossilized rock with spiral teeth found by Richard Glenn provides a glimpse into the ancient marine life that once roamed Alaska's waters, enriching our knowledge of the state's prehistoric past. This unusual and rare fossil, featuring spirally arranged points resembling a buzzsaw, was initially perplexing to researchers. Only after the fossil was sent to the Smithsonian Institution, it was identified as the teeth of an extinct shark-like fish, the helicoprion. This prehistoric creature's unique spiral tooth arrangement has been a subject of fascination and study, offering insights into the evolutionary history of sharks. The buzzsaw shark is an example of the diverse and often surprising ancient wildlife that existed in Alaska. An important chapter in Alaska's history is the Atka Island plane crash site. In December of 1942, during the turmoil of World War II, a B-24D Liberator bomber made an emergency crash landing on Atka Island. This bomber, one of only 3 of its kind left in the world today, is a solemn reminder of the sacrifices and strategic efforts during the war. In 1974, this crash site was declared a National Heritage Site and added to the National Register of Historic Places. Approximately 120 miles north of Anchorage lies a peculiar structure that has captured the curiosity of many, a colossal deserted igloo. Known as Igloo City, this structure was originally conceived in the 1970s with the intention of being a unique and novel hotel aimed at attracting tourists with its distinctive design. The vision behind Igloo City was to offer a one-of-a-kind lodging experience amidst Alaska's rugged terrain. However, This ambitious project faced numerous challenges. The primary hurdle was its inability to comply with construction codes. Despite repeated efforts to align the building with regulatory standards, it continued to fall short. The financial strain of persistently attempting to meet these codes eventually became overwhelming. Not only was the cost of construction skyrocketing, but the expenses associated with demolishing the structure were equally prohibitive. Over the years, Igloo City changed hands multiple times. Various proprietors acquired the property, each harboring hopes of reviving the project and turning it into the tourist attraction it was meant to be. Unfortunately, the so-called curse of Igloo City seemed to linger. No matter the efforts, compliance with construction regulations remained an elusive goal. Eventually, the project was abandoned, left to endure the harsh Alaskan weather. Now Igloo City stands as a bizarre relic of an ambitious dream that never materialized. Its unique shape and the story of its failed realization have made it an unconventional point of interest for adventurers and curious visitors. Rather than a bustling hotel, it has become a silent, frost-covered testament to a bold vision that, in the end, could not withstand the realities of its environment. Petroglyph Beach in Wrangell, Alaska, presents another facet of Alaska's rich history. This state historic site holds the highest concentration of Native American petroglyphs worldwide. These rock carvings, believed to be over 8,000 years old, were likely created by members of the historic Tlingit Native American tribe. The petroglyphs depict various designs, including salmon, whales, human faces, and community scenes, providing an invaluable insight into the life and beliefs of ancient Alaskans. However, these ancient carvings face threats from rising sea levels and water damage, putting this irreplaceable historical treasure at risk. Efforts are being made to preserve these petroglyphs, but their future remains uncertain. As we explore these ancient carvings, we are reminded of the delicate balance between preserving history and the relentless forces of nature. Another interesting fact about Alaska is its oversized produce. The state's agriculture is marked by an astonishing feature, the huge size of its fruits and vegetables. But what causes these plants to grow to such impressive dimensions? The answer lies in Alaska's extended daylight hours during the summer. In Alaska, particularly during the summer months, the sun barely sets, resulting in almost 20 hours of sunlight each day. This prolonged exposure to sunlight is like a continuous energy boost for plant growth. Photosynthesis, the process by which plants use sunlight to produce food, occurs much longer than in regions with a standard day-night cycle. As a result, plants in Alaska have more time to grow, and they make the most of it. This phenomenon is clearly visible in the state's agricultural output. For instance, at the annual Alaska State Fair, one can witness the display of extensive produce. Cabbages weighing over 100 pounds, giant pumpkins that could rival a small car in size, and zucchinis longer than a human arm. The quality of these vegetables and fruits is also notable. The extended daylight doesn't just increase the size, it also enhances the flavor and nutrition of the produce. This makes Alaska's oversized vegetables and fruits a wonder to behold and a delight to taste. This unusual aspect of Alaskan agriculture is a perfect example of how geographical features can significantly influence and benefit human activities. As we explore these gargantuan specimens of nature's bounty, we're reminded of the unique relationship between the Earth's natural rhythms and our agricultural practices. The long summer days in Alaska shape its natural landscape and leave an impressive mark on its agriculture, creating a unique and bountiful harvest that is as much a part of its identity as its mountains and wildlife. This remote and wild state is a treasure trove of mysteries and wonders, with many mysteries still baffling scientists. Alaska continues to surprise and enlighten us. Each discovery, whether a piece of its war history, a rare wildlife phenomenon, or a geological surprise, adds a new layer to our understanding of this magnificent land. Another intriguing discovery in Alaska's rich tapestry of secrets revolves around the remarkable phenomenon of mummified forests. These ancient forests, preserved in a state akin to mummies, offer a fascinating glimpse into the past and challenge our understanding of how ecosystems evolve over time. In the region known as the Tongass National Forest in southeastern Alaska, scientists stumbled upon an extraordinary sight while conducting ecological research. Beneath the lush canopy of the modern rainforest, they uncovered the remnants of an ancient forest that had been buried and preserved for thousands of years. This forest, believed to be around 2,000 to 6,000 years old, provides a unique window into the distant past of Alaska's landscapes. The discovery of these mummified forests is a testament to the geological processes at play in Alaska. Over the millennia, the Earth's surface in this region has experienced dramatic changes due to tectonic shifts, volcanic activity, and glacial advances and retreats. These processes have led to the burial and preservation of entire forests under layers of sediment and glacial ice. What makes this find particularly astonishing is the level of preservation. In some areas, scientists have uncovered ancient tree stumps, logs, and even leaves that retain their original texture and color. This level of preservation is incredibly rare and provides an unprecedented opportunity for researchers to study the ecology of prehistoric Alaska in remarkable detail. One of the most striking aspects of these mummified forests is the insight they offer into past climate conditions. By analyzing the types of trees and plants preserved in the forest, scientists can reconstruct what the climate was like thousands of years ago. This information is invaluable for understanding how climate change has influenced Alaska's ecosystems over time. Moreover, the discovery challenges our traditional view of ecological succession, the process by which new plant and animal species gradually replace older ones in an ecosystem. In these mummified forests, some ancient tree species are still present, coexisting with their modern counterparts. This challenges the idea that ecosystems always evolve toward greater complexity, and suggests that some ancient species have persisted despite changing environmental conditions. The mummified forests of Alaska represent a treasure trove of scientific knowledge waiting to be unlocked. They have the potential to reshape our understanding of ancient ecosystems, climate history, and the resilience of certain species. As researchers delve deeper into this extraordinary discovery, they are sure to unearth even more mysteries and insights that will continue to amaze and enlighten us about the wonders of Alaska's natural world. Another incredible discovery in Alaska's rich history of findings involves Petroglyph Beach in Wrangell. This state historic site holds the highest concentration of Native American petroglyphs worldwide, dating back over 8,000 years. These ancient rock carvings are believed to have been created by members of the historic Tlingit Native American tribe. They depict a wide range of designs, including representations of salmon, whales, human faces, and scenes from their community life. These petroglyphs provide invaluable insights into the culture, beliefs, and daily life of ancient Alaskans. However, these precious carvings face an ongoing threat from rising sea levels and water damage. As the effects of climate change intensify, the site's proximity to the ocean has made it increasingly vulnerable. Efforts are being made to preserve and protect these ancient petroglyphs, but their future remains uncertain. As we explore these remarkable carvings, we are reminded of the delicate balance between preserving history and the relentless forces of nature that continue to shape Alaska's landscape. Thanks for exploring with us on Beyond Discovery. If you enjoyed these revelations, click now on the next video that pops up on your screen. It's unbelievable